As someone who has dealt with a chronic illness for most of her life, I decided to come on today and give an update or an intro if you've never heard from me. I'm going to share 3 ways that you may have never connected back to your wellness. I'm Wendy Bjork, and over 10 years ago, I decided I was done. I decided I needed to switch to a new game, even though at the time I had no idea what I was doing. I started out alone on my journey for my quest for knowledge. I knew there were more answers out there than what I was being told by pharma and by my doctor. The massive amounts of data and writings and books and publications were overwhelming. There is so much out there. Where does someone even begin? My trajectory started at my local library. Yes, as silly as that sounds, my boys were in elementary school and they loved the library. They're both college age now, so there's a bit of perspective. I soon realized I needed help in my quest and found a mentor to guide me. She told me to set up a YouTube channel as my first step and document my journey. I did exactly as she said, except not the part about documenting my journey. I thought I lead a pretty unexciting life. I mean, I'm a mom to 2 boys who are involved in scouts, many sports, and I spend the majority of my time driving them around. If you go to my YouTube channel now, in the details, you'll see I set that up on January 17th, 2012, right about the same time I created my heartsofwellness.com platform. My why began as my boys to create a healthier home for them. You see, the more I dug around, the more I realized anything and everything around us can cause inflammation. And for most people, this doesn't affect them until they have a health issue. For me, it was really important to know since I've been navigating multiple sclerosis or MS since I was about 15. What has been your why when making changes in life? If you're brave, you can type it down below, or you can send me a message later to support@heartswellness.com. I did not want this illness to be triggered in my boys, and I ditched any home personal care products with those ingredients, that are full of words that we'll never be able to pronounce or spell or understand. I changed how we ate to avoid the foods loaded with the pesticides and other harmful components, like high fructose corn syrup. I began leading programs to help other families do the same thing, but not everyone is in the same place. And I actually expanded this whole program by taking a few steps deeper because I realized in my own medical journey, there are so many gaps in care. Just taking out the harsh, harmful chemicals is only one piece of this giant puzzle. I realized no one was asking me how I felt, besides on a physical level, how I felt as a person, as a mom, as a wife, if I had anyone to confide in about living with a chronic illness, if I had any help, if I was really doing the right job or occupation for my health condition. No one asked about my stress levels or my sleep. When you only have 20 minutes with the doctor and all they do is look at your physical aspects, refill your meds, and then back out the door you go, there just isn't time. I realize there are so many women out there who don't feel seen and heard, who don't feel validated, who are not supported, who might not even be respected or believe that they're dealing with something. And most of all, not allowed to use their voice. I've even endured medical gaslighting and similar treatment from friends and family. They ask how you are, but do they really care? Or is it just a courtesy? Because they're pretty quick to tell you what's wrong with them or how they didn't sleep last night. Have you ever experienced gaslighting of any kind? If you want, like I said, you can comment below or you can send me a message because everyone is open to talk about themselves. After a lot more work on my own, I now see we each have a voice and we each have the power to change the world by using it. By standing up for ourselves and becoming our own advocate, we create the change that we want to see happen. It all really comes back down to simplicity. Simplifying life has been my why and has now expanded into this massive ripple effect all around the world. I've created my own books, courses, and writings to empower others. Because as we know, nothing happens overnight. The 3 ways that you can create simplicity for yourself are, first of all, your decision. Your decision to be open to simplicity. It's time to make life easier. We automatically love to make things complicated. Our brain does it automatically for us, in fact. Simplicity makes things easier. When we lower the expectations of ourselves and others, it lessens stress levels. The second way is our mindset. Studies have shown we have over 60,000 thoughts per day, and up to 90% of those are negative. This creates habitual overwhelm. It creates these thoughts on loop. It's what our mind does automatically. We just can't take these thoughts seriously. A lot of the time, our stress triggers are just simple annoyances. If we allow these annoyances, the negative thoughts, our mean voice to run our day, then that's how our day turns out. The truth is, stress doesn't come from your boss, your kids, your partner, traffic jams, red lights, health challenges, or other circumstances. It comes from your thoughts about these circumstances. The third way to create simplicity is by acknowledging our intentions. Our intentions matter. Setting an intention before every meeting, every client interaction, every provider interaction, every family interaction sets the tone. If we are expecting a disaster, that's what we'll encounter. How many times have you had a meeting scheduled or a call or something you had to do and you're just dreading it? Whatever feeling you're holding, the other person will feel it. If we go in with a preconceived notion, allow it to be a good one. Set the intention that your meeting will be graceful, amazing, with positive outcomes, and great things happen from it after that. And notice that this did not happen overnight for me. I've been through many courses, hired many coaches and mentors, read piles of books to make your journey lighter. We know there's never one solution or one quick fix for anything because nothing happens overnight. Are you willing to try any of these 3 ideas? You can make a decision today to turn your ship around. We hear things several times sometimes before we take action. I'm this way too sometimes, which is exactly why I created my heartsofwellness.com platform to be the place for women to begin receiving the support they're seeking as they create their roadmap back to wholeness. As a best-selling author now and a keynote speaker, I write 2 nationally syndicated columns to aid women in seeing beyond whatever challenges they are navigating, to inspire them to live in acceptance, creating these massive ripple effects in the world as simplicity becomes the norm. It's time to live in purpose and peace as I let your path ahead with hope, which stands for harmony, options, peace, and empowerment, so you can pass it off to the next gal. I would love to hear a yes down below that you're open for more simplicity and a less stressed life. Get ready to be alerted for new videos as we embark on this new chapter together. And I will see you next time. Take care.